Hello, I'm Brad Holbrook, and this is New York Living. This morning we're going to...
What do you need? When do we want it?
Now! New York City issues, the players, and the process. New York One takes you inside City Hall with the questions you want answered from the politicians you elected.
I'm willing to have a government of Republicans and Democrats, not just Republicans, liberals, conservatives, anybody else who has good ideas for the city.
Only on New York One, Monday through Friday nights at 6:30 and 9:30. Find out what's going on inside City Hall. Because when it comes to politics, there's only one New York. From New York City's only all-news channel, this is New York One. News all evening.
From New York's only all-news station, this is a New York One News special. Tonight, New Year's Eve, live from Times Square. Join us as we count down to the new year with a look back at the highlights of 1996. New Yorker of the Week is sponsored by Staten Island University Hospital.
I'm Pat Kernan with a New York 1 Minute. It is primary day, nearly 200...
From New York One News, this is New York Tonight.
Tonight, as the city rebuilds, when the FBI got wind of a possible terror threat.
TravelLaw.com lists travelers' rights and obligations. The site is a helpful tool for travelers as well as the travel industry. You can also search this site for answers to many travel-related questions. The address is www.travellaw.com.
You're watching New York One News all morning. You're watching New York One News all night. You're watching New York One News all weekend. Watching New York One News all day.
And if you know someone you'd like to recommend for New Yorker of the Week, you're welcome to email us at nyer@ny1.com. And of course, you can always write a letter to New Yorker of the Week here at New York 1, 75 9th Avenue, the 6th floor, New York, New York, 10011.
You're watching New York One News all day.
All this week, New York One's covering events leading up to Sunday's annual Gay Pride Parade.
This is the New York Living Health and Fitness Report. You're watching New York One News all morning.
This is New York Living, the Arts Report.
Go online to ny1.com. Stephanie Simon, New York One.
You're watching New York One, New York's only non-stop local news channel. From New York One and Time Warner Cable, this is your Staten Island News Now.
And so, Bob, it was quite a busy week in Albany.
Yeah, it really was, Dominic. We've been
one of New York City's, one of the world's most recognizable buildings, 230 Park Avenue.
You're watching New York One, news all morning. This is the New York Living Parenting Report. This is New York Living, Whipple's World.
I'm Vivian Lee.
Whoever said getting there is half the fun? Never experienced rush hour in New York City. But for the rest of us, there's the Rail and Road Report on New York One. We can't make it fun, but we can make it easier with up-to-the-minute transit and traffic information. The Rail and Road Report, morning and evening rush hours at 8 and 38 past the hour, only on New York One.
Watching Time Warner Cable News New York One all day.
And we'll
You're watching Time Warner Cable News New York One all evening. Time Warner Cable News New York One all morning.
Happy holidays from all of us at Time Warner Cable News New York One.
New York One is now Spectrum News New York One, continuing to deliver the same 24/7 local news that our city depends on. From breaking news to weather every 10 minutes. The latest from City Hall to behind-the-scenes access of your favorite events. We bring you news you care about. New York One News is now Spectrum News New York One, only on Spectrum.
You're watching Spectrum News New York One. All day.
In a city as big as New York, we bring you perspective. In a city that's so fast-paced, we know how to keep up. All day, We bring you the stories you care about. With New York One, you're never alone. You watch, we listen. New York One, exclusively on Spectrum.
Hi, everyone.
You're watching Spectrum News, New York One. It's 6 o'clock.
With reports of domestic...
This portion of the news is brought to you by Bell Environmental and Roscoe the Bedbug Dog, giving all New Yorkers a big beagle hug during this difficult time.